Bears and the Hawks on Thursday night.
Hello.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as the end zone for a touchback here. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there. And the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade. Now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock. Lock going to throw on the first play. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. This is Carson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And now a first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw it is Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise, the 11th pick in 2020. Out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed it.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 27 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position. And only one play to score it. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Fields on first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Fields going to keep it once more. Shifts by him.
Oh my God,
and
man.
a 42-yard line here and brought down there. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 40 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, they would play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago. Trust me.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any steps. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
17-0 our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Locke. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Clock now to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Block off of play action. He's got a man complete. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection.
Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So for Matt Eberflus, a challenge well spent. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get out of that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
They run it with Carson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Locke to throw. And he'll be hit.
Oh, man, I heard that.
And that'll fall incomplete.
I heard
Go
that,
again from the
folks.
3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it.
What?
They hang on now, though. There's
How
a
the
penalty
fuck did
flag
you
down.
keep your flag?
Yeah, you got to wait until that
So
ball goes 10
crushed out.
yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Fields. And this one too low, as we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason. They've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And in Incomplete on the deep.
Oh, what that guy found that ball.
These preseason games are in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 9.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
After the turnover, here's Lau. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Whoa. That's damn deal. Flat out.
And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a route as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there.
To kick it till Tuesday, but
okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game.
I'm just trying to hear playing Madden NFL 23.
On the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Gotcha. Like, 9 o'clock or so, and I'll be getting home. But if you're trying to have a late night hangout tonight, maybe just hit me up sometime after 9.
These two coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season.
Please about it. Have a good one playing Madden, and just hit me up later if you're trying to kick it after 9.
Okay, man.
All right, Coach, thank you. And welcome
have a good one,
back to quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back underway here in preseason week 2 from the 10. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now it's the backup Simeon.
He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, it's Simeon. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Simeon's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Simeon. Looking end zone for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown. Jones, 31 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
Yeah, a drive that time of
6 plays, and it was Velus Jones who finished things off with a touchdown grab. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
If I was right.
They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Running left, it's Penny. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Eason. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Eason. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range,
About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's
what the hell? My team was right there. And he's done the front and back.
Within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Back to the air, Simeon on second down. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They go play action with Eason. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
What the hell, man?
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's Eason off the play fake. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Penny, a first down carry. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown.
Oh, man, he just pushed me off the bridge. And it's off.
38 yards. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has
to look like the Bear again.
Simeon. Complete to Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Simeon. That one going to be complete to David.
No.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Simeon's throw complete there to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And they'll work this down inside the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. Pushes him over. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd and 11 now. Eason. That one complete downfield to Eskridge. He's got
and that guy almost tackled him in there.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the forth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The handoff, running left is Penny. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first and
I nailed that guy.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Play action. It's Eason. And that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Now Eason. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. CD, it'll go to the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just
this was go for
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Don't get dog.
Fields this way up at the 17.
What the girl's one dog? Get the fucking deal with it.
30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Simeon on first down. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.